Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. So I'm going to start in Psalm 119, 120, the 120th verse. It says, my flesh, and this is King David's psalm, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. All right. So that's how we should be. We're supposed to be afraid of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, rather than loving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We should fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay. So like, yeah, the screen messed up. Salakia. Let me go back to it. All right, it says in verse 21, I have done judgment and justice, leave you not to mine oppressors. All right, because he was King David. So, and you know, we're also kings. The men in this truth, we're kings. We're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So the pagan Christians are always talking about, oh, only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. Well, guess what? We're supposed to judge as well. Once we understand and know this truth, you're supposed to judge in righteousness. Okay. Show our people their transgressions. Verse 122. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. So this is, King David praying to Yahweh. He said, be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. And that's the same prayer we should be throwing up because, we know we're coming into some evil times. The Jacob's trouble, which is, you could say it's already here, but it's about to pick up. All right. So, be humble, praying without ceasing. We're not supposed to stop praying, meaning, you always want to be throwing them prayers up. Mine eyes fail for thy salvation and for thy word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according to thy mercy and teach me thy statutes. See, and that's another thing we should pray for is teach the Yahweh gives us a understanding of the law, an understanding of the statutes, so that we can please him. You see, because it's by faith. It's impossible to please Yahweh without faith. Let me get that scripture. Let me see. Salakia. To keep the commandments, you have to have faith, right? And we know it's impossible. To please Yahweh without faith. And keeping the laws shows you have faith. All right? Let's see. Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right, so he's gonna be a rewarder of the ones who diligently seek him, and that shows faith also if you're seeking him constantly, right? And the way we seek him is by doing the lessons, doing the camps, doing the studying, reading. but it's impossible to please him without faith. But when we have the faith and we study his laws, study his statutes, study his commandments, then he's going to give us that reward, which ultimately the reward that we're seeking is salvation from the wicked, right? We want to be delivered from the wicked. So we should. That's a intelligent, wise prayer to ask Yahweh to teach us thy statutes, like King David did here. 125. I am thy servant, give me understanding, that I might know thy testimonies. It is the time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void the law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. You see, we should desire this wisdom, desire this knowledge, desire the Lord's statutes and commandments above riches, above money, above gold, above silver. Wisdom is is more important than all of the above, right? Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. You see? So the fear is the treasure. And that's the beginning of wisdom. Fearing Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. So us having this wisdom and this knowledge, we're commanded. We got to fear Yahweh. We got to desire his laws, his statutes, his commandments. Let's see where I'm at. Verse 128. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Right, we should hate everything false. We should hate everything that comes against this knowledge, against this truth, and only desire the righteous judgments, only desire the understanding of the statutes and the laws. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore doth my soul keep them. The entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. Right, this knowledge, we're quickened. Our spirits are quickened by this knowledge, by this truth. We're no longer simple. It's the truth that gives us understanding. All right. 131. I opened my mouth and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Again, we should desire his commandments, desire to know his laws. Because when you know his laws, then now you can keep him. You can become more obedient. Like right now, we're still in the Sabbath. So brothers, should be keeping the Sabbath to the best of their ability. That's just one law. But before we didn't even consider the laws, consider the Sabbath before we came into this marvelous light. Yahweh had mercy He has mercy on the elect by giving us this wisdom and the understanding to keep his laws and to teach us his laws. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Right. So another thing, this is the name. How many times do we read verses about the Lord's name, which is Yahweh? You got to love the name. You have to love his name, man. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. That's why we're so fervent. That's why we defend the name so stiffly. Because we love that. We love that name, right? And you hear somebody calling him God or Yah or whatever, Jehovah, you check them. Spare not their feelings. This is important. A good name is a reputation. And Yahweh, I was watching the brother Amawan Padah, and he was going in on that, how Yahweh he's concerned about his reputation. Yahweh don't like you calling him by another name aside from his true name Yahweh, and also the Son Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. You see. You know, if you have a name, you don't like people calling you by someone else's name. It's part of the commandments, is using the true name. Let me read this again. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. All right, you think the IUIC loves his name? They don't even care about his name. What they say, you can call him Yo Play Yogurt. That's a disrespectful thing, man. That's they say, you can call him anything you want. You can call him Yo Play Yogurt. You can call him. We had a scoffer come to the camp, who was always coming to the camp. The notorious, the infamous Juanito. He used to come to the camp, and he called Yahweh Shai Yahweh shit. You see, men like that who don't reverence the name, who don't love the name, hey, Yahweh's gonna deal with you, man. Yahweh's gonna, fuck you up. Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is gonna fuck you up, man. And that's all we can say on that right now, Verse 133. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Right.